If you're getting vexes while using your raid farm, it could be that your server is laggy. A possible solution for this is to make a Vex Suppressor, or if you're on the Vault Hunters mod pack, you'll probably need to make one. This is because the sweeping attack doesn't kill the evokers right away, resulting them in summoning vexes and killing you. A Vex Suppressor confuses the evokers into the farm thinking that there are enough vexes spawned already, so they don't spawn any. This way, you won't encounter any vexes. In this video, I will be playing on the Vault Hunters mod pack. If you are on vanilla, you are still able to follow this Vex Suppressor tutorial, but other modifications are not needed. I will show those later on. This build was designed by Nash, and the farm itself is designed by Ianxofour. I will link both of these creators in the description. I just made the tutorial. You will need these materials for building the suppressor and 32 boats. These materials are useful for getting the evokers transported, and these are for setting it up. These materials are for extra modifications to make the farm easier to use, if you are using the Vault Hunters mod pack. Start by going onto this part of the farm, and build out 2 blocks. And then build a 5x5 ring, like so. Fill in the middle parts like this. Place a stone cutter down in the center. This is where the evoker will stand on. Place grindstones all around you, and then walls on the rest of the glass. Using temporary blocks, build up the walls of the Vex Suppressor. Leave a 1 block wide gap like so. Also make these 3 high. Break the temporary blocks when you are done. Start here and build out 4 blocks. And then place a bottom half slab. Then place a block on top of that half slab and then place walls all around that block. Break all of the temporary blocks. This side and chamber should be on the south side of the Vex Suppressor. Build another suppressor on the other side, building it the same way as before, just flipped. There should be 2 blocks of space in between the Iron Golem chamber and the Vex Suppressor. Then you need to get your evokers. You need to put them on the stone cutter. So what I do is that I place blocks like so, and then what you want to do is get an evoker on a minecart and bring it here, and then it'll just drop down. You're then going to want this track to go 6 chunks away from the raid farm, so then it's not visible when you set your render distance to 6 chunks. In my case, I'm going to make an artificial village to spawn a raid so I can get an evoker, but if you have a nearby village, you can just get an evoker that way. In my case, I have a villager right here, and I'm just going to put him in a box. I'm going to start a raid. When you get an evoker, you're just going to want to separate it from the rest of the illagers, so just kill them. Then when you have one evoker, capture him. Be sure to name the evoker so he won't despawn. It is best to capture him when he's summoning vexes or doing the alligator teeth things, but obviously it can be an issue sometimes. I just put the evoker in a minecart using creative mode, but you should use like invisibility or a bunch of totems. When you do finally capture in a minecart, send him on his way, and then make sure that he arrives at the raid farm safely. Once you have both evokers in, break the temporary blocks. Then take the dispenser and lever and all of these boats. And the water bucket, which I originally forgot to include. Go underneath the Vex Suppressor and break a block next to one of the holes. Place a dispenser, place water bucket in front of that. Place 4 boats inside the dispenser. Put a lever underneath the dispenser and flick the lever 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then patch up the hole with another glass block and remove the dispenser. There should be 4 boats above you. Repeat this for every single hole on each suppressor. When you come up here, the evokers shouldn't be able to hurt you, and the vexes should just go into the boats. Next, using a temporary block, place an iron block, 3 more, breaking the temporary block, and then summon an iron golem. The evoker should target the iron golem and start trying to attack it, but it won't be able to. Do the same thing on the other side. If you're just doing this on vanilla Minecraft and not doing it on the Vault Hunters mod pack, you can be done here. Although I will be going on some more modifications for Vault Hunters. If you're just walking up to some random villager, breaking their workstation, and then grabbing them, this could cause some issues in your raid farm. If you do this, you'll find that they will not take a job. Because of this, it is important to get a villager that did not have access to a workstation, such as one from a villager breeder. Here are some modifications that I made to the farm. Just take out this armor stand, dispenser, and button, and just place 2 glass blocks. You can also remove this. Collect the observer for later. Place a target dummy right here. You can kind of shift through it, but it is easier just to dash into it. This way the armor stand will not break, and you can use swords with poison or with fire aspect. Since swords only have about a 50% chance to hit a sweeping attack, you can make this modification to make it so you can attack much faster. Break all of this redstone right here. Then, place redstone like this, with an observer facing into a note block, and then 3 redstone repeaters set to 4 ticks, and then a 4th redstone repeater set to 3 ticks. Place 2 redstone here. Right-clicking this note block will trigger the clock and make the farm work without you having to attack the armor stand. Just break this redstone when you're done AFKing, and then put it back. In any case, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed and hope this helped you. I will post any updates or fixes in the description, so keep an eye out for that, and have a nice day.